tuena purchasing power, yes, we can buy these devices. But at the same time, do we really know
what is inside
of that device?
Wabiririe kurekodaga na kamera kana wabiti kurekodaga na thimu.
Look core to yourself. What do you like doing? And then it evolves. Usibaki kwa kokuni yako udhani eti wewe ndio the best. Challenge yourself with other people outside.
Tafururi wa Kenya waturora ithuire. How do you think we are doing in terms of tech?
It's powerful than the humans, but I don't think it's intelligent than a human. If my grandmother does not understand what I'm saying, then I have not communicated.
How are you able to take care of your mental health?
That's why you find most influencers and creators, they have imaginary haters. Nobody is hating you, but how you're creating content, it's like you're addressing someone who doesn't exist.
Do you think had tugakinya content creation ikorwo a full-time job?
Diamenyire how much I can value my work. So at the time, I said the most random figure I could imagine. My pocket money was 1,000. So when I said 5,000, I was like, yay, that's... So...
Gilano?
Sijui kila kitu.
Okay.
So, mindset ya kutaka kujua.
How is this thing affecting Africa and Kenya?
I want to be the go-to voice for tech in Africa. If I say this phone is bad, even ndivyo itachukulika kwa market.
By the way, can you remember video yaku ya bere wekire ya hanagatia?
Yeah, just start, yes, but with the resources available at you at the moment and try to make the best of it.
Roy Kanyi, ni tools ile kwa hodhagira na apps ile kwa hodhagira.
Know why you're getting the no, then you'll get the yes.
Turungaga ciegi muturire, onoria muturire ucenjagia, na mundu agatuika mundu.
Ndathwo oguo ndaigua kindu kianunga ngamenya he ahuruka.
Ngano cia gutucenjeria miturire. Oro undu umwe na gutucanjamura.
Asa nire muhipsi ema yaikorokire ngegetigwa.
Ugima wa mwiri, besha, biashara, mbeu njithi, ugima mwega wa meciria, watho, ona technology. Maya mothe thiini wa 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 podcast. 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 podcast, be a champion. Okire mwega ndakunyita ogeni njitagwo 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻. Muthenya wa muthe tugukorwo tukiaria ciegie technology. Na technology ni kuga maundu ni macenjirie, ni raigwa thiku ici kwina kindu gitagwo AI. Ndora mandikaga amacoraga commercial magashoot na maundu mangi ta macio. Thimu ni cicenjetie muno ni turaigwa riu kwina iPhone 17, turaigwa kwina Samsung ria 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 26 27. Maundu mokite macenjetie. TVs tita cia thiku ici ria ciakoragwo cina kinyamu kinene oguo, thiku ici twina smart TV. Ona cameras thiku ici ciukite icenjetie. Iyo ni twitaga technology. Na tech ni yandikite mbeu njithi aingi muno, na ni kuri andu mareagira. Andu aria makire nja wa bururi ni tukumonaga, nona guku Kenya marikuo ari njamba itagwo Roy ambiriirie rugendo rwake na gukorwo agithondeka content agithii uguo akiingira thiini wa tech. Ni tumuonete gwa TLC, ni tumuonete agitwarira horo wigie thimu, tumuonete agitwarira horo wigie cameras, na ni mwanake utari mukuru muno, ni mwanake wa marika maya tukane Gen Z ka ni Gen Z ka ni Alpha. Na mwaka wa 2019 Roy Kanyi nitwamuonaga kura mitambo-ini ya ukinyanĩria. Na ona thaa icio ngithi thiini wa YouTube o type Roy Kanyi ni ukuona maundu megie technology. By the way, thimu yo koragwo wina yo ri umihuthagira o M-Pesa na kuhura mbica. Ni no ike maundu mangi maingi muno. Ndironire thimu imwe igwitwo iPhone ati no hote lock nayo ngari yaku na ndikahingurwo. Thimu ile koragwo nayo ya iPhone. Thimu ile koragwo nayo ya ni Oppo, ni Tecno, ni ki, ni tukwirwo ni Roy. Orosho, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Thank you, Roy.
Tena uru.
I
am happy to be here. Na it's a challenge ni gwaria Kikuyu muthi.
Kwa ciarirwo ko? Umezaliwa wapi?
Nimezaliwa Nairobi, Mwani. Nokai nimelelewa pande ya Coast. Yeah. Nokai I've not grown and lived in one place for more than 3 years.
Okay.
Due to Fafa wako, the nature of his work.
All right.
Koguo Gishero Nairobi, just few months, Coast, spent 4 years there, Meru, different locations within the country.
But umite kwanyu gicagi ni ku kura baba wanyu umite
Uthaya Karima no kaithi kwici tuikaraga handu hetagwo uyumiririe jikaze.
That is in Nyahururu or in Nyeri?
Laikipia East.
Laikipia.
Joshua Irongo.
Very good. Ni twakana na guku ni uramenya kwaria ni kwina challenge no ni uraigua uiguaga no ndungiaria
the Gen Z way nasikia kidogo lakini kuongea shida.
Okay, so gwaria na Gikuyu no we na ukiarie kiria wi comfortable nakio waigua ni gathweri waigua ni Gikuyu kinini do a struggle.
No problem.
Yes, riu we witagwo Roy Kanyi.
My full name ni Roy Levis Kanyi. Roy Levis, just a small story. Mama alikuwa anataka nitwe Roy, dad anataka nitwe Levis. They couldn't agree. And the nurse, according to the story, just wrote Roy Levis. Alafu Kanyi, from the Kikuyu system, naming after my grandfather. Kanyi man kumin kanyamukanini. Yeah,
very good. Like history yaku nayo. Riu ugigithoma, cukuru ni waingiragia kindu. Nwanyitaga kindu.
Well, to be very honest and not to blow my horns, nimesomea 9 primary schools.
9?
So, yeah. Iyo change.
Oh, by the way, udama transfer here and there.
Transfers here and there. So in my early primary, ginya kido class 6, I wasn't that good with my books. Todo, I think your movement, I didn't know, probably it affected me.
Yes.
No kai gidie class 7, mama ke suggest the boarding school Nyere. At least I got
the consistency of being in school.
Then that's why I picked up academically. I remember I used to become second last in terms of position with marks 100 and something out of 500. But immediately after picking the consistency, Githie Shukuru, very competitive itago Bekamo. Bekamo ni ko do 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻, I am usually number 1. No. Today you're number 1. After a week, we used to do exams after every 1 week. The following day, you are number like 15 or 20. So if you don't keep up, you'll be left behind. Kogo, that's even where I started my competitive nature. Gemenya haya, datweka wa mwisho, the first exam, second exam, second last. I remember when I became second last, I was very excited. It's my grandmother who took me to school. And akiona passion hiyo na I saw her excitement. I think hiyo ndo ilifanya nijue kumbe masomo ni something nice. I see people happy. Even ndivyo niliendelea class 8, got 370. That was the best grade I afforded at the time. Took me to Maralal, but I didn't go to Maralal because of the Samburu and Baragoi incident at the time. Githero Shukuru Meru etagochogo boys. Githieko, and now that's where everything picked up.
So university work iteke?
University, I did statistics, Bachelor's of Science Applied Statistics with Computing. It's a mouthful, but simply no madhafu na data.
Na ukirekia?
Gerekia. When I was in university, dhaishio nilianzia content creation. Remember, there are 2 sides of me. There's the academic side and there's the talent side. I call it the talent side. So within the academic line, tulifanya the university vizuri. But within the talent line, even from primary school, kulikuwa na the poems, the solo verses, the drama festivals, cultural dance. I think hapo ndio nilihone kukua ama kuongelesha masses. So that's through the talent. Then university, more university. I started now getting interested in cameras and film. So now rather than being the best male actor at maybe play, now I'm trying to do film and stop talking like mother. Now I can talk mom. Let's do this. So when I started film, hivyo ndivyo nilijipata nimeingia pia content pole pole. Now I got a competition from a friend of mine. He did a skit. By the time the app was called Musical.ly, and I didn't like what he did. So from my competitive nature, nikataka kumuonyesha, okay, this is how you deliver the line correctly. But that time I didn't also understand how the platform works. Diamenyire post na not post, what that meant. I just wanted to send the video on WhatsApp. So sent him the video on WhatsApp. But now coming back to TikTok like 4 days later, giona red notification go there. I didn't understand what that meant. Checking, I had like 2-3 followers. then randomly wamefika 1000. That video that I'd made got 10k views. That was viral at the time. I'm like, oh, so there are some interests here, alafu unaona watu wanacheka. Then with time nikajua, because when you see something viral, according to humans, you will want to do the same, or more of the same. Did more of the same. Hazikuenda viral venye nilitarajia, numbers zikaenda chini. Then I started asking myself, ni nini naweza nikafanya on this platform? So when I soul searched, hapo ndio nilipata, I love sharing nuggets and pieces of information. Let me do the same. So hivyo ndivyo nilianza kushare pieces of information online. Then with time, I had to look for a good phone. When I'm looking for a good phone, na research online, naona tu ni wazungu wako around. Locally, within our skin, it's Nigerians. I couldn't get from a Kenyan perspective. And I'm like, let me just do this video. Oh, I got the Samsung Note 8, explain. Then you get a question or a request. Hi, Roy, how do I turn on this setting on my phone? Using that information to create another video. So with time, Shigioka compound, then technology started.
2019 niguo wambiriria weka content. Na thina waku uratwira gwati saria hadu hena problem or create solution, then maundu moke maflowete. Na muciari waku ndaigua tari mundu wa government, uguo aciari kaingi mendaga mundu eke kiundu kiria gikuhanire na uria mekaga. So you are doing statistics, so she's your mom and your dad are happy. Matiarehire thina ati mwanake muthomu tawe urenda kuoya camera we recordage?
I've been raised by very liberal parents. Fafa kwani mudo very understanding, and he's open to the young people and our ideas. Kogo, he has never limited me in anything that he feels comes from my heart as a parent. So I've grown with freedom from my dad, but my mom is a strict one. Kogo, my mom had issues with me being online. Hey Roy, ni mbona uko on social media? Pana, but I'm like, mom, indio napenda, indio kazi yangu. I mean, not kazi yangu at the time, but my passion. She has seen me through the journey, and I think alifika point amini enyewe through looking through she follows my content up to date. So adi najua pia mimi nikitengeneza content, natengeneza content yenye inaweza certify pia mzazi. That's why it's not zile content mbaya.
Alright. So no thondeka content yaku ya mbere ya gutariria andu ino ni thimu ya Samsung ikago tatwire riu miaka yo riu ni miaka from 2019, it's about 7 years. 7 years. Rugendo ruru koreto ruhana ati, how has the journey been?
Content creation, you will just wake up and start doing. You can start, not to discourage anyone. The journey is also not easy. As you'd say, venye mimi nilianza oria the journey started, it was more of from a competitive nature. Then realization hits, is this what I really want to do on the platform? But when that realization was hitting, something sparked it. We were in university. I went for industrial attachment. I was attachment at the Ministry of Infrastructure, State Department for Infrastructure, Ministry of Transport. When I was there, I could see the minister, and I knew I am on social media. I have like few followers. And then I see a minister who would say something and the country would follow. I was like, no, that's real value or real impact. On social media, at the time, remember, it was more of the acting. I had not pivoted to tech yet. I didn't want that of myself at the time. I just wanted to feel more comfortable. So, get soul search. Okay, let me share my nuggets of information. Took a whole break, 6 months. Then now when I came back, when you pivot content, views drop, everything drop. And when those do drop, it gets into your head. And getting into my head, it was from a counter point of view. Nilikuwa nimeanza kujiona mtu famous. Inakupatia kiburi kidogo, shule wezi ongeleshwa na mtu. When ni celeb sasa. So but when you get to that humbling moment, it teaches you a lesson, and you get to realize you're also a human being. You're out here, so just share more value and impact. Ndo watu kupende, kama ndio uweze kurelate ama kupendwa na pia na watu zaidi. So yeah, mental health is an issue in content creation, especially when the numbers do come. Yeah, you start acting not human. Yeah.
Wakinyete hawe?
Any twice.
Ai.
Yeah, it's not something that
namba si haruko kona ni wathira riwe.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yes.
Yeah, it comes twice, and you might never know when it's hitting you because something in the head. So it can kick you down, but when you have the right support, a shari, friends, and just knowing what you want at the same time.
Yes.
You just come back. Also take a break. Pia si lazima uko on social media throughout.
Now, with the current cyberbullying in Kenya, how are you able to take care of your mental health? Because if you look at what people are doing on TikTok, the comment section, ogikaka undu soke wigira hara comment section. We mundu wa ngoro hutho no wishurie rucinde. How do you balance?
How do I balance now social media? Remember, I've been on for let's call it 7 years now.
7 years.
So my answer right now will be like, I'm already used to that. But to someone also who is growing, I think don't take it to heart as much. Also understand people have different lives out there.
Yes.
Kwena modo labda alikuwa anaenda nyumbani, gari yake ikagongwa, saa amefika alafu anaona unaongea, so ata comment too weirdly. But when you get to understand from their point of view,
yes,
you can filter that comment to be huyu ni mtu alikuwa na bad day ananiongelesha vibaya. But when you let hizo comment get into you, enyewe zitaku affect na even the quality of your output,
yes,
itaanza kuwa different. That's why you find most influencers ama creators, they have imaginary haters. Nobody is hating you, but how you're creating content, it's like you're addressing someone who doesn't exist.
Now, content trona wauga wewe da uthondeka content muciari no erorere no mwirore na family yaku. No recently nituonete andu marathondeka content onawe mwenyewe wewe wika handu ukimirorera ni igwa nduri sawa. Ta mundu rabiriria content, and especially andu aya ethi majenzi aya naona makenda ukome famous na medaweka kiundu kiria kironekana kone BBL. So advice yako kuri mundu urabiriria ungimwira abiriria?
Now, when you're starting, look core to yourself. What do you like doing? And then it evolves. Okay. At the same time, social media rewards, let me say, some explicit content, the vulgar ones, ama ukiona tu mtu ana tusi mwingine on social media. Hiyo ndo watu wanataka kuona udaku and that type of conversation. Unfortunately, it's interesting. Yes. It's tea, tunaita tea.
Yes.
But now from a creator's point of view, utapata hizo likes, udhani, kumbe mimi niko, But deep down, is that what you want to do in the long run? If it's not, well, I wouldn't say it sasa uachane nayo completely. Ka inaleta pesa, unajua kuna watu pia wanafanya adult content.
Yes.
And in a very liberal society, if they're generating money and they're making money from it, me sina shida na.
So reka tucokere uhare ya safari yaku no wambiriria guthondeka content na wauga uritaragiria andu horo wigi o mutakuwa explain ya watu kuhusu gadgets. Now, can you remember video yaku ya mbere wekire ya hanaga atia ya ku explain maundu ma tech?
Yes. Yare me explaining the codes of M-Pesa, the ones we see KURIA confirmed you have received. I was very curious. I didn't know what that meant.
Okay.
So I remember I asked a friend at Safaricom, then he shared the first code represents the year, then the month, then the date, then the type of transaction as you go by. So you find like M-Pesa started in... the first letter is usually the year. So when the M-Pesa started A, B, C, D, right now tuko wapi? Tumefika X in terms of... Let me just check hizo codes. Have I done an M-Pesa? U. So when you look at U, it can tell you even the history of M-Pesa. When did it start? According to the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Hizo zote. You count. Then C represents the month. Say tuko March. So A for January, B for February, C for March, something like that.
Okay.
Then the next letter represent maybe the date. So when I was explaining that type of content, it went viral, and I think ilini put on the limelight vizuri, other than hizi zingine zenye nilikuwa nafanya za tips on what you can do on your Galaxy, kitu kama hiyo. So that is the content that did put me on the map, and it's the one that Saineza iongelelea vizuri.
Okay.
What was the process behind the scene? It was out of curiosity.
Hey.
Yeah, easy codes zinamaanisha nini. Then now, from my curiosity, create the content. Then when you create the content from a curiosity point of view and an exciting point of view, it translates through the screen to the audience. So I'm saying, I feel, I'm also learning something from this kid. And even peer content in a get to go viral. Maybe that could also be a trip to how do you make viral and engaging content?
Yes.
Create it from your heart. Yeah.
Haya, wambiririe kurekodaga na kamera kana wambiririe kurekodaga na thimu?
Kuanzia content creation ilianza na simu. Ya kwanza kabisa ilikuwa Tecno Camon 12. Alafu with time, you also realize I'm looking to improve content. Ni gani iko na maybe a better quality.
Yes.
In the wars of ecosystems, mimi nilikuwa strictly on Android at the time. So looking for a better Android device.
Yes.
Hapo ndipo nikajipata. Now the brand at the time, Samsung, it had a really good selfie camera at the time.
Yes.
Even doing really great content now, pole as we grow, then brands now start reaching out from the tips. Like, would you also want to try our phone? Itel ndo ilikuwa ya kwanza. Itel walikuja, the phone brand.
Yes.
I remember mara ya kwanza, it's a budget phone, alafu I'm using a flagship phone. So it's a bit, how do I make this product interesting to people? So now I have to take out my SIM card from my main phone, put it on this phone so that I can use the phone. Unaitumia alafu nikipata things that excite me, seasons I get to share, and that is what I've been doing even up to now. Sasa with these devices that we get, I have to use it. Ndio nipate my own opinion about the device so that now I can share it with my audience in a natural, engaging way.
So yabere ali Itel.
Yeah. Itel was the first mobile device, followed by Redmi. Then Transsion came. Now Transsion, that's Itel, Infinix, and Tecno. So Transsion came with Infinix. And then I discovered the Infinix world. Unajua online on social media inajulikana kama pasi.
Yes.
Lakini ukikuja kutumia the latest gadgets, you get to interact, they're actually innovating. So the technology, I don't believe there's any company behind the scene putting so many people to work would innovate something bad. Plus technology, they're always trying to bring something good.
Yes.
So hivyo ndivyo nilijipata. Nikizireview, that's been the journey.
Yes.
Alafu, not only mobile devices now, it comes the whole tech ecosystem. Now fintech, talk about solutions.
Yes.
M-Pesa. Recently we were in Kigali for the Inclusive Fintech Forum.
Yes.
We're looking at how can we make cross-border payments, how can we bridge hizi borders zenye tumejitengenezea sisi wenyewe kama Afrika. Yeah, so hizo ndizo solutions tunaenda tukipata.
Yes.
And grow and expanding the content.
Now, technology ni radika andũ aingĩ mũno mbeũ njĩthĩ. Na kwĩ maũndũ maingĩ marekĩka technology to horo wĩgiĩ thimũ na TV na andũ ona ũrĩa tũreka biacara citũ. Kũrĩ andũ rĩu thikũ ici no arabatara gwĩtia whether shopping, urafatara gwetia na thimũ yaku, either ni app kana whatever. Ona biashara thikũ ici kũrĩ andũ mareka kĩndũ gĩtagwo trading. Neo nĩ thio technology. Kwendia bitcoins, thio ni technology. Tondũ tiri handũ racenjania mbeca na mbeca. Ni kũgũra maybe online. Hihi ta bũrũri wa Kenya watũrora ithuĩ, how do you think we are doing in terms of tech? Andũ a thimũ ici tũgũraga cia goro, do we really know how to use them? Wakora mundu na iPhone 17 na hothagira M-Pesa na camera. Wakora mundu na Samsung ikinyete ke andu ara marahuthira Samsung S26. S26. Wakora mundu na S26. Nituthiaga an extra mile wagura thimu kwenda kumenya what is in it. Kana riu hau nawe ni horokira.
Kenya, I feel like to purchasing power, yes, we can buy these devices. But at the same time, do we really know
what is
power
inside
of that device? haha niho I find the gap, and that's why I come in as allow me say the solution.
Yes.
To do, I go to family functions, I meet my aunties, just interact with their phone, just from the display uko like haja change anything, it's just how it came kama tu even iko sahi. I'm like, so you can customize your phone to make it yours, it looks like you completely.
Yes.
Alafu una realize hajui kufanya yo, so unamuonyesha. With that una get to realize, kumbe kuna a pool of people who don't know the power of these devices. Not only customization, there are things you can do to also improve your life.
Yes.
Right now we have the agentic systems, AI on mobile devices. They can make your life very easier rather than just using your phone kupiga simu na receive messages as the core function. Siku hizi simu ni more than that. Kwa hivyo wa Kenya, technology iko, tuko na ability, but from my interaction, not to say that hatujui kutumia simu, that would be so generalizing.
But turamehudira akrone 100% tuhudagira ta what percentage? Is it 20, 25?
For Kenya, I'd give us at least a 60.
Oh, 60.
Yeah,
What? We are not badly off.
Yeah, we're not badly off. I'm saying this because I've been to other countries.
Yes.
Where you find the quality of cars on the road.
Yes.
They will tell you about the people, even the quality of phones that people are using.
Yes.
Enyewe hapa hivi wako a bit nyuma kidogo. Yeah. So Kenyans tuko mbele.
Yes. So at what point washejirie ri ukiuga diabetes na nugget of wisdom gishoka diabetes na drama gishoka giukagiwa ni dirishaga wisdom yakwa gishoka ru giukagiwa ni ndithomithagia muingi horo wigi kuhuthira gadgets na ki washejirie your content atia ukiambia ru ukoragwo ru ni commercial tondu ru what you are doing is commercial.
Yes. So from a human point of view, nitokuraga and we evolve.
Yes.
That is the same principle you should apply to your content. You grow with your people. Remember, you're creating content for people, not as much as it's also for yourself.
Yes.
Enjoying. Making that transition, it's not easy to do. You might also lose your audience at the same time.
Yes.
Nokai, interacting with your people through lives, through questionnaires. What are people curious about? What is the algorithm also telling you that people are mostly interested in?
Yes.
That's how you can curate content, especially if you want to change your niche.
Yes.
Also within yourself, go back to your inner self. Nike ora filter reu I am more interested in.
Yes.
Like personally for me, as much as it's been mobile technology, of late nimejipata when we started talking, I'm not interested in culture. I find also with through travel, kuna communities and cultures, alafu venye the world is getting modern.
Yes.
Kind of feel like we're also forgetting who we are. And through the culture, hiyo ndio kitu unaanza kulearn pole pole. So looking at ways of adapting it to the content at the same time. Go back to your inner self. You're passionate about. You grow, you evolve as a person.
Yes.
Go morph into the content. Don't be shy. Get feedback from people. Alafu usibaki kwa kokuni yako udhani eti wewe ndio the best. Challenge yourself with other people outside.
Yes.
Na utapata different wisdoms and nuggets. Na hiyo itakusaidia hata if you're looking at pivoting content in a different direction, utaweza kuingia hivyo smoothly.
Okay. Yeah. Rather than the Roy we see on TLC na Thimu na Kere, who is Roy Kanyi no maudu ini maya magiri tigana maudu maya ma tech riro tareka maudu ma tech wikaga atia?
That it's getting into my personality. So
share what you can.
I'm a very introverted person.
Really?
Yeah. Most people would say I do not have a social life, but for me, it's the most fun I can have when I'm a little bit isolated.
Okay.
Yeah, because my work exposes me to people, but when I'm alone, what do I love doing? Traveling.
Okay.
Yeah, I would wake up in the morning, hata sijapanga, na nini naendeleanga Turkana. Nitoke tu na niende. So when I'm not doing hizo reviews, I'll be outside travel. I have a lot of footage. And my friends tell me, Royce, you start now posting travel content because we do have a lot of travel footage.
Yes.
So venye tu nilikuwa nasema, morphing into it sa pole pole.
Yes.
With the business trips that we're doing from my work, how do I also include them and make them travel pole pole? So Roy is behind the scenes, travel, gaming.
So no tuge gukorera kwa guciarira Nairobi na gukura Nairobi ri ni gwatumire ugakorwo wina interest ya maundu maya ma tech na maundu maya ma technology
Gukurira
Nairobi. Yes. Kana ko interact na andu kana interest yaku ya BT University,
interest ya technology.
Yes.
Per se.
Yes.
I think every sorry if I'm generalizing or assuming, every man needs to know how things are done or how things work. You find even boys, little boys, you break down a phone, you break down something when tu uko ndani iko aje. So that interest didn't have
the curiosity ire gutwiraga ni kwenda kumenya ni giki githiinie.
Yeah, it didn't have a particular point. It's something that has already been there, just reflecting it now on social media.
Hena KURIA kingi gwandikita, you studied applied statistics na data science KURIA University. Did that in any way shape your content creation?
Yeah. Did it in any way shape my content creation? It does shape my content creation. Remember, to KURIA, I said there are two sides, the academic side and the talent side of Roy Kanyi.
Yes.
Now, done with school, going at that gap here where you don't know what you're supposed to be doing or you're looking for a job. This is Kenya. I didn't get an opportunity yet, but I saw a friend of mine ali post on Instagram. There's an internship opportunities at the Standard.
Yes.
That's how I applied and got a role at the Standard KTN. So here now I'm doing a journalism a journalism job. I was an Ecodesk reporter. I did my rounds of interviews, hizo amplitude tests nikapita zote. So now how do I use my talent and my academics, not statistics?
Yes.
So hapo ndo inakuja just data, noting patterns. So with social media, I'm able to know X, Y, and Z. From the patterns, I apply the same also in content. I have not practiced statistics professionally yet. It has helped me through my content creation journey because there's a lot of research in statistics. There's a lot of research in doing tech content at the same time.
Yes. Nitwariri horo wa challenge yaku uria wa beti na drama video igathie nwacenjia into now serious content. What are the challenges washemanire nacio kiambiriria content yaku?
Challenges I have mentioned. There is the comments you get from people is a challenge. The second challenge is also let me also say ideas and generating content. As a creator unapatanga uko na content gap.
Yes.
It's a challenge that you can face. And how do you also overcome the content gap? There are tools that are available also on social media that you can use. TikTok has TikTok Studio, where it can tell you what are people looking for and where is a content gap. As a creator, you can use that and create more of the same todo. That is what the algorithm wants or is hungry for. Remember, hata kama bado unashinda nikisema, go back to yourself and ask yourself, what can you do? You can also use resources available to leverage and just get a hold of the impact todo. Easy algorithms pia wao wanataka kutengeneza pesa and they want people on the platform.
Okay.
So in terms of challenges, nisho na I already said cyberbullying. Another challenge is I don't think kuna ingine.
So nyonaga video ciaku wina andu aingi muno makurumagirira no nyonaga video ciaku ikinya very complex hari undu you have found a way ya explain in a very simple way. Ni kaundu uthomete over time kana ni kaundu tu keinu? Because technology ti hotho come explain.
Yeah, though technology is full of jargons in a lot of complicated things and knowledge, especially when I'm doing my research. my main goal niko localized content.
Yes.
How do I make it easily understood by many people? So kogo niko talk to industry experts and translate it from my understanding to people.
Yes.
There is this quote that I used to do kitambo. If my grandmother does not understand what I'm saying, then I have not communicated. Todo, you'll even notice from this conversation, yes, kama English ni mingi sana, then to the person I'm talking to na haelewi hiyo Kiingereza, there's no communication there.
That's true.
Tumefanya. Kwa hivyo, na bado nimesema mzazi pia na watch content. So nikirealize pia yeye haelewi Kenya nasema, najua, hapa hivi, I should dial down a little bit on easy tech terms. So, is it something that I've had in me? Well, nikiwa mtoto nilikuwa nasema nataka kuwa mwalimu. So,
but you are doing it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So niwe walimu imekuja differently, but through sharing my interest.
Yes. Many young people want to become creators. Again, what did you do differently from other content creators? And what is your advice, again, to someone who wants to venture into content creation and they don't know where to start? Because mudu akisemani na aweta we content creator, the first thing yakuna kumenya, how do I become like you? How do I,
I don't want to answer it just how people would answer this question and tell you just start.
Just start. Consistency.
I normally don't feel, it's true. It's true, to be very honest, just start. But I don't think it's a concrete answer. It's more of, just start, yes, but with the resources available at you at the moment, and try to make the best of it. Niokomenya your best work. You can tell it.
Yes.
So within the resources, whether limited or abundant, make the best use of them. Kogo, you have a good phone, it has a good camera. Learn how to make that camera take the best quality possible. Utilize resources like YouTube, you can learn from there. Hapo ndio hata mimi nililearn editing within time. Utilize the resources that you have within time, they compound and become.
Tech ni rasha jena ihenya muno.
Sana.
Ni maundu mariko ithuĩ ta Kenyans twagĩrĩirwo gũkorwo tũgĩ pay attention to. Kenyans, yes, na andũ metagwo content creators.
What is changing mostly ni conversation ya AI. But what I would tell people, yes, AI is really good. It's solving a lot of challenges that we have. Noka, I think what you should also concentrate on, don't go on it blindly. It's collecting a lot of data, a lot of information about you.
Yes.
So be careful na your AI. It's a conversation everybody is having. Na ni conversation tia doige mara understand what is AI. Most people in Nyande usema think AI is just ChatGPT. It's more than that. There are, I think, tools and resources you can use and all that. So what are the emerging trends? AI is the emerging trend right now in the technology space. There's also fintech solutions, especially if you're looking to grow as a business in Africa. That is coming up. But what you should be careful with is your privacy online.
Artificial intelligence, no amegweta, ni nenehete muno thini wa thĩ globally. Nira to affect ithuĩ, and especially tondu tutiũĩ muno kũmĩhũthĩra. Ira affect atia Africa na bũrũri witũ wa Kenya? How is it affecting us in terms of ni watu twĩra ũhoro wĩgiĩ gũ collect data? No nĩ gũtũma ni gũkorwo ina effect ona kũrĩa ndũ tondũ ndaiguire ta rĩu mũndũ ngĩthiĩ, I think it was a tech summit harĩa hetagwo Serena. Ndaiguire one of the guys akiuga atĩ nĩtũgũkorwo twĩ very lazy. Andũ arĩa macreataga ndũĩ no ikare thũga create kaũndũ gaku. Nĩtũgũkorwo twĩ very lazy. How is this thing affecting Africa and Kenya?
Looking at it from a positive aspect, it's really going to make things seamless, faster, better.
Yes.
Look at things like in the medical field. You don't need venye tunaenda hospitali unasikia daktari anapatikana Monday na Friday.
Yes.
Hizi siku zingine amepotea juu ako in a different location. We can use AI to, it's an idea that a doctor from wherever he is in a different place of the world can treat a patient from a different location without being there physically.
Yes.
So, looking at the positive, it will make, I think, the medical sector way better, the agricultural sector as well.
Yes.
We have relied on systems where 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻 at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year. With this technology and the data that it collects, positive to the weather patterns are also changing.
Yes.
Hapo ndio unajua, as a farmer, no hodere AI kumenya which type of crops, soil sampling, take pictures, hizo vitu zote to benefit yourself better. So on the negative side, sasa ni hiyo being over reliant sasa on the same.
Yes.
We are losing, I would say you might end up losing the intellectual being as a human person. Umerely na intelligence ingine na si intelligence yako ya kichwa.
Yes.
Which you also forget, intelligence, I don't think it's powerful than the humans, but I don't think it's intelligent than a human.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because you're the only one who understands context and the nuisance. It will only regurgitate what you've input on it. So basic computer, garbage in, garbage out. So if you put wrong things there, you'll get wrong things and wrong results at the end of the day. So if you don't do your due diligence with AI, you're just going to get garbage out of it. But if you're still using it correctly, it's going to be efficient and elaborate for everyone.
Ni opportunities iriko share thini wa technology before na ni iriko riu cieko iria beũ njĩthĩ kana young people mag exploit nigetha mahote gukorwo move to the next level
in your respective field to do it cuts across. Yeah, AI will make your work easier. So what are those some of the things that is there any really? I'm trying to think if kuna kitu maybe haikuwa before may get better. But I think it's more of speed, analysis and even accuracy.
Yeah. Tondau andu aya ithu twa editaga videos rendering used to take 1 week.
Yeah.
1 week kanona 2 weeks depending na kile edit. And then software itiari kuo nyingi ta thaa ici. Riu thaa ici nyonaga rendering. Mnafanyanga rendering in how long? 30 minutes. Ona ithu twekaga 2 weeks. Max 2 weeks kana 1 week. Thaa ici nona rendering 30 minutes. Kura internet hivi.
Unaona na hiyo imekusaidia quality of output ina get better over time. Yes. Also on my end we are now starting to use AI in terms of editing of B-rolls as well. Or find the complex things to explain, but you need a very easy animation like Kenya, Rwanda, Ghana.
Yes.
And show them through a map.
Yes. And
you've not studied easy. Premiere Pro, you need to do a lot of animation, After Effects. I see Lewis do that. Yes. But with AI, you just use your text. Naandika tu alafu inakuwa output here. So you can apply the same also on content creation to make workflow easier and faster.
Roy Kanyi, ni tools ilikuwa hodhagira na apps ilikuwa hodhagira like mostly thimu-ini yake kana laptop-ini yake.
Hata tu naweza eka hivi tu on camera. In terms of AI tools, Gemini, because it's more intelligent. Google has most of my data, so I find Gemini easier. Also, the fact that it's sync na my calendar, my mail, can even check messages at the same time, the agentic stuff.
Yes.
The tools I'm using, when it comes to AI or LLMs, that's Gemini, the European side.
Yes.
The Chinese side, it's Grok. I find it more accurate and just accurate. So that is in terms of chatbots.
Okay.
In terms of tools for work in the brand ya Roy Kanyi, tunatumia we have Hootsuite for scheduling, although this is not an AI tool.
Yes.
Just Hootsuite for scheduling content and all that. Editors, we're using Premiere Pro, Final Cut, and CapCut for animations. Now within them, they also have AI tools as well, kama erase voice, kutoa background, na hiyo bado inasaidia kazi vizuri.
Yes.
Any other tool we're using? Those are the ones at the moment. Hizi zingine unajua pia ni more of learning, so I wouldn't say I'm using them, but I know they exist.
Yes. So let's go to creator economy and monetization. Todru haune hothe wira okoragwo. Watwira your first ever client goka etagwo itel. Beho jithe ingi ni ma struggleaga ku make besha online.
Yeah.
We hotete ate gukorwo ki monetize your content online. Now menya what you are doing is very complex. Uguo ethu twiragwo ati tugire horo wa cai andå arä mekaga cai
Yeah.
views ciao nä cithiaga igå muno compared to andå arä mekaga serious tarä serious content teno kuona nä andå 20 kana 5,000 kana 1,000 how have you been able to monetize?
Okay, let me take you back. Itel was the first phone brand to believe in this dream.
Yes.
But the first company that ever paid me out of my work was Safaricom. So how was I able to monetize this? Let me just say, kila kitu inaanzanga from lack of knowledge kwanza. I remember when Safaricom ili reach out, nilikuwa nimepanda baiskeli naelekea rehearsals za theater. If you know Moi University, it's such a big school na kuna baiskeli ndani ya shule. So nikiwa kwa baiskeli, I get this call from an agency working with Safaricom. Then they ask, Roy, how would love your content at that conversation. Love your content, would love to work with you. I get excited. I'm calling you from an agency representing Safaricom. How much would you charge us for this campaign? Dear Menyire, how much I can value my work. So at the time, I said the most random figure I could imagine. My pocket money was 1,000. So when I said 5,000, I was like, yay, that's... So...
Gilano.
5, yeah. From the agency, Safaricom. So I remember even doing the content. My deliverables were 5.
Yes.
Number 1, number 2, and number 3 were really from my heart. Nilikuwa nimejitole nalipwa 5,000. I see you guys. I am rich. Anyway, so tukaekwa kwa a WhatsApp group. So in the WhatsApp group, I see there are other creators as well.
Yes.
Yeah, kuna watu famous pia hapo. So, but unajua tu from a competitive nature, cross the other side, check which is the same content they're doing under the same campaign. Alafu mimi naona, wewe, mbona unacheza kwa kazi, mbona hii yako ikai, umesahau tunalipwa 5,000. So in my head that is. So I ask, hey, how much are you charging for this campaign? Ile out of curiosity.
Yes.
The lady tells me 50K. Nilikuwa 50K for one video ama the 5 videos. She told me, nilimuuliza how much are you charging a video in this campaign, akaniambia 50K. So ni 50 times 5.
That's 250,000.
Yeah.
Mimi
5 times 5. So it was 5 times 5, so 25.
Kai. I got 10 times.
Nilishtuka. I think the last 2 content nilifanya, sikuifanya hadi na energy, juu sasa nilikuwa ni kazi gani tunafanya. But within the same time, hapo ndio learning iko sasa. You take the challenge, so ndio nikaanza kuscout. How do you actually price? How do you value your content? So within time ndio unapata now how to even get a good rating most of the time, or what I did at the time. Niliangalia creators in the same field, nani na notice anafanya kazi the same na anawaka na brand. Then tu unamuuliza, hi, how much do you charge for this campaign? So get different numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, at least tunajua industry standard sa iko wapi.
Yes.
So hivyo ndivyo niliweza kujivalue vizuri.
Yes.
So now when Itel was coming, I wouldn't say charge them what I'm charging right now, because there's also time for growth.
Yes.
But I felt like nilifanya vizuri and I delivered content poor.
Yes.
So now if you're looking out to work with brands and monetize,
Yes.
now coming to answer the question, first of all, look at your value. What value would you attach to your content? And at the same time, when you're reaching out to a brand, because usiketi tu hapo ungoje brand ikukujie, sometimes you can pitch. Starting out, nilikuwa tu natuma DMs left, right and center on Instagram.
Yes.
But then I came to realize that that's the wrong way of pitching. Ile unatuma your idea kwa hii brand, tulikuwa tuna advisiwa, if you want to work with a brand, you can DM them, sijui they will reply to you. Mimi sikuwa napata replies.
Makosha.
Zilikuwa tu manos.
Yes.
Then I get this nugget of information that do you know it's actually social media managers who are on the account of that brand. You're supposed to be looking for the marketing manager. Don't go state all your problems to the social media manager. So hapo hivyo ndio nikaanza kujua, if it's a brand and I'm DMing them on social media,
yes.
It's just like, hi, my name is Roy Kanyi. I do technology content. Kindly link me up with your marketing team. I'm somebody in charge of marketing. So now when I get from the marketing side, I'm able to send all my proposals there, kila kitu. So if you're a creator and you're looking out to work with Brian, I think that's it's a nice tip to reduce the noise. Yeah.
So in Africa, gwire ni gabriria content ire. Gabriria content todo wa excitement number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 ko exploit other platforms todo. I was on radio ndeda akorodi na audience mwena oge. Na turashokire kumenya thutha muno after COVID-19 ati content creation can become a full-time job. Do you think had tugakinya content creation ekoro a full-time job? Tautaruni bado de radio ni nondereka content na nondereka maundu magi. No tugakinya handu mundu akorora rindu ungi ekaga thiini wa Africa ati wira wake ni content creation.
I have to be very careful with that answer. Todo, I believe it will come a time when, as a Kenyan, you can do content full time.
Yes.
Not that it will come a time. There is that time because I'm living that time. Right now, I'm doing content full time. Using different markets, share US, kana Europe, you'll also see these creators the same. It still trickles down to here, ataka itakuja years later.
Yes.
So yeah, there will come a time when content creation is a full-time job, but please do the due diligence, make calculated risks.
Yes.
There is a shelf life in content, especially Kenya. Unapata mtu anajulikana for like 2 years, 3 years, then unaanza kuwa irrelevant. So how do you also make sure when it's your full-time job, you become professional at it, you start doing things correctly, if I could put it, for a longevity on the platform. Todo, ukishaboa watu, umeboa watu, and career yako ikizimika sasa na umeamua kuifanya full-time, how do you bounce back? So hii ndio ninge encourage pia watu juu we are still in this is still Kenya, people are still taking education. Usiachane na shule, useme na focus on content creation. At least have a backing ama pali you can fall to. Content ikienda segemnege, you can go back to statistic and still do it and excel at it. So yeah, there will come a time when content creation is a full-time job, but right now where we are, make your calculated risk. Don't quit. Allow me call it the traditional systems, just because we are Gen Zs and we're looking for, yay, there's a quit, nini. Wait, look at the future as well. Yeah.
Okay. Partnerships na companies ta telecom smartphone brands for creators. How important is that?
Partnerships.
Yes, partnerships na makabuni.
Zinakupea pesa, so at least they're able to keep you afloat. But I would just say, to be very honest, that's in all honesty. But at the same time, when you partner with a company, yeah, as much as there is money coming in, there's also the knowledge that you're gaining.
Okay.
That's why I get also asked previously, like, how are you able to work with Infinix Technoning zote within a period of time? Unajua from a point of knowledge and a point of research, when you get to understand that different brands are also different personalities, you're able to showcase them better.
Yes.
Unaweza showcase the best of their value to your audience. So partnerships ni important, especially just as a fuel, but should not be your core motivation. It is sasa nafanya content ndio brands zianze reach out to me. Hapana, inafaa tu kuwa fuel ya kukusaidia kupanda na kupanda. Same knowledge unaweza kutumia principle with money.
Kanyi, ne ura recognize on TikTok tamudo ule okoretwo tago Africa's creators. Kiodu kiu ya ukoro we recognize ne TikTok. Kiratuma wigu atia we as a person na hikireka atia kule brand yako.
It's a really humbling moment wa recognize on a platform area urutagira wera.
Yes.
Hey, is that correct, Kikuyu?
Very correct. Very correct.
Todo, as Roy Kanyi, I remember the first person I called was my dad. Hi dad, TikTok comment to me email. It was very exclusive. You're not supposed to share, but this is my parent, man. I have been selected as the top educators in Africa. And my dad, the first thing aliniambia ni, finally your work is paying off. Yeah, so
unakorotwa gesiadere haga.
Yeah, like finally it's paying off. But mimi kwangu ilikuwa just an exciting moment. Najua Kenya nafanya sasa imepatiwa a stamp of authority.
Yes.
Na inakuwa impactful to the people. But now the results, what were the results? Because that was 2025 starting. From that, you get now when a global platform like TikTok recognizes you, so it means other thought leaders, other bigger brands in the industry will also want to reach out to you. So inakupatia pia ni kama leverage point ya kutap into other markets and other resources. So nimepata deals from different, unajua TikTok sub-Saharan.
Yes.
So napata clients from, let's say, South Africa, clients from Nigeria, reaching out and expounding the brand. So the results or the impact to me, I am able now to even start thinking, not being in my own cocoon and just think, oh, I just create content for Kenyans, saying I think differently. We are creating now content for Africa and in the tech space, but now breaking it down in a very simple manner. So yeah, mimi inanipatia motivation na bado huku inasaidia kazi give it the seriousness it deserves.
As a tech educator, what responsibility comes with it?
Wow, it's a huge responsibility because whatever you say goes as goes. Let me use that. If I say this phone is bad, even if itachukulika kwa market.
By the way,
so unaona,
it's very risky.
I have to be very careful also with my words and still tell the truth nonetheless. Hapa ndio unapata a partnership that I get, and this is why I love the Transhon brand or working with the Chinese people. They do take this criticism positively because at the end of the day, they are also trying to innovate.
Yes.
So working with the Chinese people ndo imenifunza hizi. Like when you speak the truth about this device, I come, I say they introduced the privacy display, but it's reducing on the quality of the screen. Remember, you're looking at it through the whole time.
Yes.
Truth kayo ama ingine tu nimetumia hii simu wameship na hii software and it's buggy. The software is buggy. That is what someone will spend 30,000 aende anunue. Mimi sitaki kuwa ule mse mwenye Roy Kanyi alisema hii simu ni mzuri but mimi nimenunua ina overheat inachemka.
You'll tell them.
I will try. Yeah, I will make sure it's on my videos. Okay. It doesn't come well with the brands, but the brands also do understand that needs to be said nonetheless.
No iguaga pressure guikara ahead of technology trends. No iguaga kwina pressure. Taruarora mundu etagwa kwa Marcus Brown. Yeah. No iguaga kwina pressure.
Pressure iko. Technology is really fast-paced. Who you need to keep up.
Yes.
Yeah. And pressure iko, especially when it's just keeping up with information and knowledge. Leo unasikia wameleta privacy display. Siku ingine unasikia camera sijuu na turn haizi rotate. So out of that curiosity uko like, hey, ebu nijue hii information inaendeleaje. But now pressure ingine yenye pia inakujanga also ni delivery. Yeah, naweza nikakuwa it's such an interesting concept or idea, but even how you need to break that down within a short period of time, inaweza kukupatia pressure kidogo. You end up just producing jargon, alafu unaenda kuangalia in return that does not translate in terms of views or understanding to the people.
Yes, twatia either issue either tutu onagane inya.
Okay.
Ni mindset ereko ya guteithirie gukora kuma a very small creator to a recognized tech voice. What mindset helped you?
I think just knowing that I don't have the monopoly of intelligence to do it's sijui kila kitu.
Okay.
So mindset ya kutaka kujua hiyo I think ndio imeweza kuni keep, allow me use the word relevant. Juu nataka kujua na nikishajua I also want to share it at the same time. So mindset just be curious, taka kujua.
Aikoro mundu mwethe tha ici ena smartphone muthenya wa mothe. How can they start building their brand? Aikwetu ena smartphone. How can they start building their digital career?
Find a community. Find a community, interact with them, communicate over communicate. I think that's the better answer to building a brand. Todo. What I mean by find a community, you don't exist as an island.
Yes.
There are different people who will find interest in whatever you're doing or talking about. Yes. Todo content, videos only. They can be written, they can be animated, different types. Find your tribe and your tribe will challenge you to even grow bigger and better.
Okay.
So you're starting out, you love cameras, jieke kwa spaces zenye watu wanaongelea cameras, and even ndivyo uta level up, alafu uta realize that the world is not just also 10 people, it has 7 billion people. Out of that utakosa watu wako.
So talk about fintech in a very brief way. Fintech nayo ni twakitanturonire M-Pesa na maraugire ugitumirwo watumira mundu besha matire koragwo makireveal the numbers. Turona riu thiko ici you don't need to go to a broker uhingure account wambie kwendia na kugura shares, you can do it. Turona thiko ici to nginya uthio hingure a CDS account wina kindu ta zidi ni ukwata kuiga mbeca ciaku. Turona mbeu njithi aya ni marahota gwika trading. Talk about fintech.
Fintech, putting it in a very layman way, is the boardroom discussions can be a little bit boring, but the impact of the solutions that are made from such discussions are what's important. I'm drawing that from my recent trip. Tulikuwa tumeenda kusikiza breaking borders for in Africa, just to ease the trade. Hapo unapata, if you're a company na uko licensed in, let's say, Rwanda, they broke up a sporting agreement where you have a license in Rwanda, you can operate in Kenya without paying for or renewing or paying for a different license. So unapata such solutions are what is making Africa grow, ama taidwe ta Kenya get better. Solutions like M-Pesa as well. These are products that people are using. So fintech in general, what are the solutions that people are what are the challenges that people are facing? Then look for solution in terms of in a digital format. Ugo mentioned 𝓲𝓷. My brother introduced 𝓲𝓷 to me. I didn't first of all know what it was. The 𝓲𝓷 Trader, not the 𝓲𝓷 Invest, where watu mabesha M-Pesa, you can set a certain percentage to be saved to on every transaction that you're making. Mine, I set it to a crazy number, 17%. Kwa hivyo nikitumia mtu, let's say 100 shillings, at least 17 shillings get saved. Now with time, unaona, when you have, let's say, like money, inaweza kusaidia in different aspects. So fintech tu ni looking for problems and finding solutions, especially in the market.
Brand yaku ngai ameteithia miaka ingi 5.
Amen.
Ureciria ugukorwo wiko?
Thinking about the future is scary. Kuhusu the future is really scary, but where I am hopeful, na napenda working with the Lord na guidance, I want to be the go-to voice for tech in Africa. Especially, I am very passionate about Africa. Right now, I was, venye nilikwambia, just interested in cultures as well. You get to realize that Africa is more than just Kenya, ama Kikuyus, Somalis, the Luos. But at the same time, we are all the same people. See what tuko na problems, ama challenges the same. So my brand, how am I looking at it growing? Just become the tech go-to voice for tech in Africa, just simplifying and breaking things down easily for everyone to understand.
Twarikia, we are done.
I hope I have really been of importance to this conversation.
It's okay, it's good. Twathie wega, ndaigua ta tweka video ndaihu muno, no nigwendaga gukama information yothe nigetha andu ma understand ati toginya twike undu mwe ithuothe. Toginya ndike interview no ici cia cai na ki tukwenda ku understand mostly maundu megie technology nigetha andu mamenya atiriri kwina andu tari wendu wira ungirutaga wira waku ni tech content creation. So ukoya thimu teno ni iPhone, ukatwira uria kurathi na mbere, ukoya TV ukatwira uria kurathi na mbere, and then at the end of the day ugakorwo githondeka mbeca. Uguo to maundu ma cai, to maundu ma undu to uyu ni undu andu mbeu njithi mundu agwikara thi necirie. Juice twana kaire tugetagwo kabihage ka content na kokareka content ngurani. Twaina mundu ungi ureka maundu ma modeling na kirario haha. So twendaga kurehe different fields mundu oke earie nigetha tuhote gukorwo tuki understand nigetha mundu agitua matua kamenya guthie tech kana guthie guthie na guku kana guthie nako. So it is a very very helpful conversation na twashokia ngatho.
Na ndina KURIA before tumalize.
Yes.
From the conversations on how you have had with the young people.
Yes.
What is your biggest takeaway in terms of the content creators that we have in Kenya?
Ni uria thomete na uria menyete for the last 10 years, as you said, hau kabere ikaundu uria uraigua ni wendete gwika. Tondu ungiambia gwika undu uria utendete na utari na passion naguo ri ni uragira gatagati-ini. So me njendete gwika and I'm good at it. Ni gwika research on it and to discuss the in meetings. So just do what you're comfortable doing. No gika undu utari comfortable nikionaga andu angi mage struggle. Again, the farino ya content creation ikaraga gicenjagia. Ndakoretwo tukiambiriria without tureka content tu natufesha tu ni hana haria, but as time went by tukiona twagwika tu interviews cia go trend, you can even educate people on this platform. Tarotha icidionaga ndathomaga conversation wathi ndorama andika mundu akona andikita tire, I was listening to this podcast, I was listening to this podcast, I was listening to this podcast. So this tells you this is not just a platform, it's a platform ina maundu maingi muno. Nikio ni da kinyire hando ngiambia ku diversify into other fields. So I do health, I do financial literacy, I do motivational content, I do shy, I do serious content like this one. Tondu nigwenda gukorwo na audience a mithemba yothe. Na ningi content to ya shy tu. There are people who want to learn kuhitukira platform yaku. So KURIA kira uragia na tiriri, andu aria marerorera content yakwa ni kimeko inuka nakio. That's it. And we see on radio, you do 3 things: you inform, you educate, and you entertain. So I'm applying this to my content as well. Yes,
that's really awesome.
Very good.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Thank you. Ucio tumwitaga Roy Kanyi. Mundu agenda gukurumirira akurumirire ku?
Social media platforms sure there, and 𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻.
𝓲𝓷𝓽𝓮𝓻.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a yellow profile picture, smiling. Don't think I'm changing that soon.
Question. Yeah. Kenya ni kuri mawira mabeu jithi tondu andu aingi mathomaga thukuru makarikia universities nigetha maandikwo. Kenya ni kuri mawira kana we will struggle a bit?
I think the opportunities are there, but tapping into them is nikido. The young people are still not yet informed or knowledgeable about, but the opportunities are abundant.
Okay.
No, just tap into it. And I also don't want to ignore the fact that hujafanya research, hujafanya nini, umetry, umeapply, umefanya hizi vitu, but una get no. Know why you're getting the no, then you'll get the yes.
That is very important. To know why you're getting the no, and then you'll get the yes. Very good. Naga, ugothi ugotuike mu philosopher.
KURIA TV, be a champion.